good evening. A bit more just drilling. Bit of a tower defense. Building price up, chance of double or up. Honestly, number of workers down, item ability recharge speed down, data ability recharge speed up. Effective turret radius up. Watchtower type building recharge speed minus 25%. You know what? Get me that. These two, which is... What do you want to do? Fully upgrade 5 turrets and no more than 20% core. And what we're gonna take is these Sworned guys. So you also have 3. Unless Sworned workers leave behind a cloud upon dying that accelerates other Sworneds. Ah, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna bring these guys because I feel like if I feel like the ice planet here, the ice biome here, has the biggest enemies. So what we have, right, the Sworned Nest, you do not have they do not have the normal things. I think I'm not gonna build me those 2 of them. So my plan is basically, can I get Iron and Swarmlet? I still wonder what happens if you just eat the larva. It's just gone. Okay. Good to know. Get me a lob. Actually, I shouldn't have built that there, but that's fine. Alright, you cost more. Honestly, this layer kind of sucks. Hey, yeah. Skipped yesterday because I was at the Works Council and my rideshare is gone on vacation, so I had to take public transportation, which always takes a while longer. And then I didn't want to do anything afterwards. Honestly, public transportation, even though I live in a country where public transportation is technically kind of okay still. Like, I know for a fact that there are worse public transportation areas. But I still don't like using them all that much. Right, you did not manage to get out a single egg. So, the watchtowers will have to deal with it. Now, I feel like the ice biome has the tankiest bugs. But not really the most. Like, number-wise, I don't think they're that bad. Comparatively to especially the jungle biome. And the cavernous area is kind of in between. Now, because of the shield, I don't know how good the bugs will be. Especially because my hunter guards don't shoot up. So, honestly, kind of doubtful how good they'll be. But I hope to find the shield ray turret and then have 6 of these Sworned incubators down here to get me a bunch of soldiers that then can... How many of each do we have? Okay, 1 more miner. Repair, building, recharge, no. Energy type, turret recharge. I think these are energy type, aren't they? Yeah. And it does count. Ooh, there's a bunch. Yeah, honestly, like individually, they're really not good. Give me another incubator thing. Individually, they're honestly kind of garbage. But yeah, that's kind of the point of a swarm. I'm pretty sure. Right. One of these, and then I'm gonna get me some more guards. I also have to get further to the left. I will, however, get me some more of those turrets first. Also, I forgot. Only on the sides of the platform. Oh! Right, that's neat. Get me a suppressor. Right, I kind of ran out of guards. Right, I'm gonna have to go back. So they deal increased every day they age up and deal increased damage. And what I want to do, I think they deal increased okay, with increased damage maybe they're best for the cavernous area. Because the machine guns, the fast-firing machine guns are definitely the best suited for this. So, Swornets, Cavernous, the Dwarves for the jungle. The Dwarves are definitely just the best for the jungle biome. Well, explosive turrets I should say. Rather. Since, well, the Dwarves have better explosives. That much is certain. I don't know if these incubated bugs deal AoE the older they get. That would honestly be kind of interesting to know. Alright, we're getting new wardens. Alright, so interesting. That is a neat new option. I wish there was an option to prioritize to the sides instead of forcing only to the sides, except coal, but I do like that they have an option for that. Dig faster. You just say double do. Otherwise, yeah, not a lot has happened. Well, actually, kind of a lot has happened, but unfortunately, that is kind of an issue I actually face. I am not allowed to talk about anything I do at work, which is a bit of a bitch. Not gonna lie. I don't need to kill this guy, actually. There's actually just straight up nothing I am allowed to talk about, which is always a bit bad. And then I don't really watch TV, so can't really talk about that either. I do mainly just watch VTubers and reaction content, like VTubers reaction content, which is sometimes funny, and VTubers just baseline. And streams. Oh well. Let's play sometimes. Not really watching all that much TV. Not really watching all that much news except to laugh at it. And otherwise I mostly just play Deadlock at the moment. And sometimes Legion GD. Like, not a lot has happened at work anyway, because apparently there's not a whole lot of work around. And yeah, these watchtowers do have a range limit. Which means they are a lot better if you put them on highly elevated areas on the platform, instead of just at the bottom. Nothing to dig. Actually, we should dig over there just to see if there's something behind. Get me more guards, and then like 2 more carriers. Where's my last coal? Ah, there is something behind here. Yeah. I kinda had a feeling that would happen. At least nothing died. Right, get me 2 more of those. Where's me coal? Oh, we have all the coal. So anything that is marked in red, I can just ignore for carrying because it's beneath the platform. These aren't, so these I still have to collect. But we do have like 4 carriers, so we're fine in that regard, I guess. Ooh, explosive catalyzer. Actually, get me the minigun turret. Do like me that minigun turret. I have no clue if these will hatch in time. And I'm just gonna wait for this shit to be carried out. Honestly, fuck it, you die. I don't really care. No, now it's below, so we can just leave. Now, what I'd like to have is I just realized these are basically just drone turrets. What I'd like to have is the Hurricane turret and the Shield Ray. Because these guys, if I see it correctly, will just fly all throughout the mine. Meaning the only thing I have to do is stop the enemy from getting close. Which, best case scenario, is gonna be done via the Hurricane turrets and the Shield Ray turrets. Because they are, well, they kind of just exist solely for the purpose of blocking enemies from getting through. I'll take a drone carrier. And there's the Shield Ray, unfortunately without any stars, but I guess that's fine. Building recharge. Thunderstrike turret also blocks enemies via stunning them. So what I want to do is get far out as possible immediately. Now we need some more miners again, and then we need some more guards again. And frankly, I can honestly kind of just like unlock some of those. Can you? Hate those things. What died? One of you, and then a bunch of you. We also have 99, I should probably use that. How much do you cost? 4, 2, and 1. I do kinda love this effect of this effect when 2 of the resonant blocks are next to each other. No, not that. Can I not? I cannot undo that. Right, anyway. Get me, for now, my first 2 Shield Ray turrets. Oh well, that's a problem. Fucking hell. I just ran into that. And yeah, okay, they do fly basically all around the mine. Machine gun watchtower turrets would be great. Or just more of these guys. There's also something similar, which is a machine gun type turret, which is the drone turret. That sends drones that shoot for a little bit and then explode. Unlike these guys, they do not fly, they do not survive for more than 1 day. They die during the night. And I don't think I can get them at targeting. No, I can't. So preferably I'm getting to low health early, so I can just defend then. Right, I think the next thing I want to do is... Whatever. Right, we need more miners again. I hate is when there are two minerals directly behind each other. Now these minerals, this iron, and then this is outside of the range of our platform. How much do they cost? 4 and 2. That's good, so we can get one. There's a bunch of the yellow stuff. We should probably just have the guards over there, and also we should get some more guards. And then I get a bunch of miners. Like, damage-wise they seem really good, but health-wise, not so much. Health-wise, absolutely not so much. Right, no need to cut this guy free. But this guy will need to cut free at some point. More guards. Actually, they probably won't get through Abyssal Lance, active nighttime ability. You know what? Sure, let's try it. Everybody out. Now, can I upgrade you? Accelerates monster incubation. So, right, it just goes faster and faster, which in turn means we have more and more of these guys out. And I think they have different targeting priorities based on how long they've been alive, because the big guys focus on big targets, while these smaller guys appear to focus No, they also focus on big targets. Huh. I thought they might have different targeting, because some of them appear to target the small enemies. Or maybe not. I need more shield ray turrets. I also could use machine gun turrets. And we will get another one of these. Poke the eye is necessary. Oh yeah. Honestly, I do kind of like reaction content. I would never do it because it does seem a bit lazy, but hey, as long as it makes money, it makes money. Also, I'm dying. Holy shit, I didn't even pay attention. Okay, so this probably more for machine guns, as said. And we're close to getting through the swan. This department, that is. What do we have? Worm repellent, double ore. Technologies in the selection window. Every 10 available buildings it turns currency +1 ban. Interesting. Thanks to factories operate faster or the Phoenix Core. No. All abilities finish faster. +1 spawn after the platform lands. Increases the chance of getting started buildings. Yes. And then double ore. As well as lock technologies. Like these general... You know what? Let's take... Not Friesland. Let's take number of workers down, effective turret radius, that is irrelevant. Underground enemy damage minus 30%, day length minus 15%, number of technologies, you know what, that's fine. And then, dwarf. But not a shield ray turret now. What do I take? Like, they do like their explosions. Take me the mines. React content does seem a bit lazy, but to be fair, so is honestly kind of just like playing video games. Playing video games is kind of the definition of being lazy. Alright, get me 2 of the ore extractors. I do look forward to playing Deadlock again, because they made actually a really neat system for unlocking new champions. They basically went ahead and said, okay, we have like 6 new champions planned, but so we don't throw everything over everyone immediately. We're just gonna have a vote on which champion to release. Like in which order you want them to be released. Get me building recharge. That is early on probably one of the better options I have. And we're just gonna get mines. Stack the mines down here. And then they basically, like, you don't get 1 votes, but you get one vote for every game you play. Which, first, does seem a bit unfair for people who, like, have actual work to do instead of just being children who refuse to go to school. And I know a few people who kind of fit that bill. Or have children who fit that bill. But it kind of makes sense that the people who actually play the game should have a say in it. Get me another miner. Then we blow them up. Honestly, I'm just gonna get explosion radius. Any turret I can get just explosion radius, I'm gonna get just explosion radius. Because it's really just fun to look at it and see one explode, everything takes damage. And I honestly have a feeling, if with technologies and with some of the turrets, you can just have an explosion radius that covers the entire map. Which, if that is possible, I absolutely want to look for it. Right. Boom. Boom. Yeah, the plant matter is a bit harder to destroy. Otherwise, yeah, again, my Raichu, which is actually just my mother, is currently on vacation. Are you fucking kidding me? Hate when they do that. They're currently in Italy, which I used to go with them, but I don't really like the heat. So Italy is kind of not great, in my opinion. And it's if they went to an area where you could actually like just at least look at interesting stuff, it would be different. But they go to the very south, which doesn't have the most like interesting ruins and museums, I'm pretty sure. To be fair, I wouldn't be certain. Alright. When I was in London, I basically just the only thing I did was visit museums. When I didn't, I had an internship over there, which was like a foreign country internship, just to see if I can speak English well. Actually, I had to get a certificate that I can speak English really good. I use good English and such. Ooh, synergy. Did I take that? Yes, always synergy. Probably not that good for the mine turret. Actually, it could be great for the mine turrets. Do you reach 3.2? I don't think you immediately reach, which is a bit annoying, because it means I'll have to get rid of these and then just set up. Okay, let's see. You do not immediately reach, right? The problem is that the mine turrets are a lot better the further down they are. The further up they are. Right, blow up this thing. Blow up here and there. And now we blow up the nest. Then we have a synergy turret. I'll probably have a synergy turret at every depth for every type of tower. And again, as you may have just seen, these guys actually set enemies on fire. But yeah, not a lot happening. There's a new game releasing tomorrow, which is Dungeon Warfare 3. Ooh, great cost down. Dungeon Warfare 3. I have played Dungeon Warfare 1. I have played Dungeon Warfare 2, and I liked them very much. So I'm looking forward to that. It releases on Friday. It's probably what I'm going to be doing over the weekend, not gonna lie. I really like that game. You'll probably see it if you want to watch that. Otherwise, 4th September, Silksong is gonna be released. I've checked if I can take vacation on the Friday afterwards. I do not know why they release shit on Thursdays. Like, that is probably the single worst day to release shit in. On. But, well, I'm not the one who makes those decisions. Even though I'm the one who doesn't understand them. To be fair, it is shortly before the weekend, so that may be a factor. And like, to be fair, some people may still have bad enough PCs that they need an entire day to download it, or bad enough internet that they need an entire day to download it. Which couldn't be me. Absolutely couldn't be me. I am very happy to have a really good internet. I have like 250 megabytes something download. Heh. So if you saw, that enemy just died to the miner blowing him up. Honestly, I don't actually care about this because we're gonna leave now anyway. 3-star shield turret, but I don't think I'm gonna go with shield turrets here. Because, well, actually we could do mortars and then a shield turret above, below them. Just so we block some enemies in the massive AoE I plan to do. I do wonder whether those mines are random, or if they have like a set pattern in which they spit them out. Or if they always aim to have as much of a coverage as possible. I would hope it's the latter. Right. We don't need this anymore, we will just blow up from here. Wonderful. Now, what do I want? I want another miner and then another carrier, I think. And then Guardian Laser could be neat, Rocket Watchtower. Because I'm pretty sure those also have the increased explosion radius. No, no, actually I don't think. Explosion radius projectile. It says projectiles, not turrets. And normally when it means turrets, it actually does say turrets. I'll take double ore. We blow up over here. Okay, that was enough. Where's the green one? Oh, it's here. But yeah, Silksong coming out relatively soon. That's on the itinerary for the future. And Dungeon Warfare. Otherwise, I'm still kind of wanting to play XCOM. Because I never beat that game. And I kind of want to. I always have the issue with XCOM that I played the Long War mod once, and then I didn't want to go back to the normal XCOM. But the Long War is complicated. There's also, what is it called? Terra Invicta, which was made by the Long War mod thing, guys. So maybe I should try that. Which, I already have that game, I just never played it because I'm an impulse buyer. I should probably do something about that. I'll think about it. Rent's not getting cheaper. And otherwise, yeah, just watch reaction content. Basically exclusively. Which is kind of funny because because the VTubers I watch reaction content from kind of all watch the same things. So I've seen the new video by Internet Historian, I believe, about 4 times at this point. Right. It appears... Ooh, a level 3 grenade launcher. It appears we have everything, so... Get me the coal and we can drill further down. That was a very, very small area. And we also mined out everything possible, so no more for the ore collectors. I should get me a lamp. For, I think, movement speed first and then the vision range. Yeah, there's nothing else. Very small area today. Alright, down we go. What day is it? Day 6. I still take very long for some reason. I think the mines are gonna... Actually, with these synergy turrets, these mines do have the maximum number of mines increase, right? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take that instead of anything else, because we do actually have the capacity of filling the entire shaft with mines. I still don't like the parasites. I don't know, and I should probably look that up at some point, if they have... if the enemies have a flat damage reduction of some kind, or if they just have health. If they just have health, then shoot more is better than damage. Except for specific thresholds where more damage will one-shot an enemy. Or like reduce the amount of shots from 3 to 2 or something like that. But otherwise... Otherwise, I think attack speed is kind of always better. Alright, go down. And then... How much do you cost to upgrade? 3 and 1. You cost 2 and 2. But first of all, explosion. Upgrade me that explosion damage. Go further to the left. Also, I'm still looking for more games to play if you have any suggestions. Spore blocks, those need to die. As well as these blocks. Wonderful. You can only pull from the top, that's fine. I don't really care about that. We will, honestly, just... Ah, fuck. We need to blow that up. And then we need to blow that up. Yeah, the spore block needs to die. On the other hand, we're already done on the right side. Interesting. Otherwise, yeah, there's a Prince of Persia roguelike coming out, or has been released already, which I honestly kind of wanted to play, and then I remembered it's Ubisoft, so I stopped wanting to play the game. I've seen a video, it actually is kind of very similar to Dead Cells, which, you know, kind of expected based on who it's made by. Namely, the guys who took care of the... Who basically just took care of the franchise of, like, Dead Cells after the original team was done. Like, what do I call Evil Empire? While the original team went to... What was the original team? I don't even remember. Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure most people think more of Evil Empire when they think of Dead Cells than whoever came up with it. I don't even remember who they were. But they made Windblown, that I know. And while they made Windblown, Evil Empire made all the DLC shit. So, honestly, I think most of the fun weapons in Dead Cells are from the DLC. So, I probably shouldn't just say who made what without actually looking it up. All right. Block activity increased. I do not like that. Yeah, blow up this thing if you would. And we can blow up this thing and this thing. Blow up that. Oh, we can go further down as well. There is another spore block somewhere, which I'm gonna need to get rid of. No. Perfect. Those blocks will one-shot even my dwarves. Even though the dwarves are hardier than the humans. But they will also just strictly die when they get hit by a literal ton of bricks. Alright, this needs to die. And then we can go further down. Actually, just blow up once more there. Right, this can't be mined right now. Then, a machine gun turret watchtower. I probably won't use it, but just having a 3-star building around isn't too bad. Like, that's not something I'm gonna sniff at. Alright. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is have... I can't afford a mortar. I could get me the grenade launcher. So, but the plan is basically like have mortar, and then 2 shield ray turrets. I could also have grenade launchers, again, as mentioned. But I feel like I'd rather have the mortars. And then something to deal with big targets early on, because explosives are generally not that damage dense. Like, kind of... I shouldn't say by definition, because I'm pretty sure that in real life explosions are some of the most damage dense things you can have. So much so that they literally explode. I'm pretty sure you take a lot more damage from an explosion than from like a 9mm bullet. Both will kill you, but the explosion probably lives left to be identified. I'd very much assume. Depending on the explosion though, I guess. And the bullet. Like, I'm pretty sure an incendiary bullet will also pretty much fuck you up. Or kind of just like 50 cal in general. Like the actual 50 cal, the big one. Blow this eye up, please, before you continue. Alright, there's another spore block, but we are at the lower end, it feels. Thunderstrike turret, no. Ooh, the explosive catalyzer I'll take. Now, as far as I can see, or have noted until now... Oh wait, we need to get rid of that. ASAP. Far as I can see, the 3-star things never actually increase the capability of my turrets, and mostly just reduces secondary statistics, improves secondary statistics like cost and such. Right, now we can afford some mortars, or grenade launcher. No, I think I'm gonna go with the mortars down here. And I think, because they do have good enough range to hit everything, especially if I find like a single technological upgrade for more range, I'm just gonna build 1 more mortar here, and a synergy turret, and then 2 shield rays down there. I think the shield rays are completely unaffected by the synergy turret, so stacking those won't really help. Alright. All of the assholes who abduct my dwarves are gone. These dwarves are already failures because they're not standing on solid ground. They use jetpacks. Speaking of dwarf, I've been reading Gotrek and Felix, which I do like. That they basically meet an elf and Gotrek immediately just wants to fucking murder him. Very much how a dwarf should act. Even though the elf in question is kind of okay. Oh, there's another nest here. And then on this side, I think... I'll just focus on those right now. Yeah, we don't get this one in time. Thankfully, dwarf guards really good at a job. Honestly, I kind of like the Warhammer dwarves, the Warhammer Fantasy dwarves, a lot more than just generic dwarves like in World of Warcraft. Because just the fact that they have this massive negative of being vindictive assholes to the utmost degree is... Or like spiteful bastards, I think, is the more precise, what you'd call it. Like being just absolute spite. I'm surprised how well the mines held out, not gonna lie. I was never too impressed with them. To be fair, and this is one change I really like. When I first played the game, and then later in the beta as well, the explosions didn't show their exact radius. So you always kind of were guessing whether or not something was hit by an explosion. And now you know very well whether something was hit by an explosion. Because it is very, very easily visible. Right, we need to blow this up immediately. Energy type... No, get me building recharge. You go over here. Alright, now we can just dig out everything here. And I think that's everything. So we will switch you to only outside. Unfortunately, there's still quite a lot of stuff on the outside, so we can't quite dig yet. And you switch to Swarmlet. Alright, everybody back. Yeah, we're gonna wait another day. Like, the mortars already basically hit the entire area. Second shield ray turret will be important. Should help massively. The mines seem fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, just the ring around the explosion showing the exact explosion radius that they deal damage in is one of the better updates. It's just one of the best quality of life updates they have made when they released. Right, next day, we're gonna bail. At least go further down. Can we get... I need Swarmlet for that. Which no one is currently... no, there is one Swarmlet over there. So that is good. And I should definitely just activate this as soon as I'm outside the range, so we focus on getting the stuff that's outside our little platform sucker. And now the miners don't really have anything to do you? As well as the guards. Alright, how much do we still have? The 4 things, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I may need more barracks. And I can afford it. Get me another carrier. The fact that they give me 3 slots per barracks, but every worker costs 2 slots, massively annoying. I wish they kind of thought that out a little bit better. Though, the dwarf ones I think are really good, like the dwarf workers. They're not the best. Oh, Swarmlord, I forgot. They're not the best workers, simply because the, what are they called? The elite human workers do exist, who are just even better. They also cost twice as much as the normal workers. I'm surprised how much health I still have. That was 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots. You have 475 health, 7 shots, so it doesn't quite deal 100 damage per shot. Halfway done, unfortunately. Yeah, he kind of splits. And again, we are not the best single target team here. I should have honestly kind of maybe bought some single target damage. Didn't think to do so. How much damage does it deal? Okay, our mines exploded even though they were still present. Oh, they just get invisible. That's not great. I think, however, that we should be fine. The fact that they kind of cause the mines to explode before they can take damage, that should probably be looked at, because that is kind of stupid. And that was a lot. What is actually my qualifications? No more than 20% and fully upgrade 5 turrets. Also, I just realized this guy also deals AoE damage. I thought he just sets him on fire. We are at 28%. Alright. Terrible just swimming down with us. Right, the second... Right. It is correct to go for Swarmlet now. Also, we turn this off again. Because now we will gather up minerals in here again. I have a Terrabor Pala. Oh, they nerfed it. They nerfed it. Building will increase the duration of the turbo repellent effect by 10 seconds instead of 15 seconds. Right, get me the bar. For now, I'm gonna take another ore extractor. Get rid of that annoying stuff. And then the middle area is done already. Right. Have to go to the right here. And we retreat. Yeah, it was very bad timing. Incredibly bad timing. I don't have enough for another shield right now. What do I build up here? I think I'm gonna try and look for some kind of machine gun for single target damage. And for now, upgrade me, you, for more max mines. 2, 3. Not entirely sure this will be glorious. Ah, wonderful. Amazing stuff, that. Actually, on the contrary, with how much faster our things are, we don't actually need more mines. We can go for more explosion radius. I should actually, yeah, I should focus on upgrading them further. You will go down now. And then you will just go up and down repeatedly. Yeah, he just goes up and down now. Blow up the snow. Blow up the snow. Those eye blocks are massively annoying. We're gonna go through here, because the eye block can currently not go anywhere, and I do want to keep it that way. There's an iron block. We need to get rid of that. Get me that Swarmlet. Get me the second shield ray. And then I should probably upgrade those. And the first upgrade is gonna be for area AoE, I think, on this one. And in this case, I'll absolutely focus on the ones that are next to the synergy turret. Right, if I smaller targets, most on the line. Most on the line it targets so that it hits the most enemies, I think. The mines, again, don't really have a targeting option because they're mines. Their targeting is kind of set. Did you actually know? And I found this very funny when I found out. Apparently they're using rats to detect landmines in, like, mined areas that should be open to civilians. Find that really interesting. My sister used to have like house pet rats, which didn't go so well when we started getting just like 6 cats or something like that. Um, and with that I mean that the rats would attack the cats when the cats get too close to them. At least they tried. Like, one of our cats attacked dogs. She did not care about those rats trying shit. Well, it's kind of funny to see, though. I think that cat actually attacked basically everything in our neighborhood. If it existed, it was a target. She actually grew to be like 19 or 20 years old, which, to my understanding, is quite old for a cat. She still died, unfortunately. Was my favorite cat. Was the first one we got. She actually tried to fight a combine harvester. She lost. She lost pretty convincingly, in fact. Which I think you can expect when you try to, you know, fight a combine harvester. Okay, yeah, it definitely looks like it's targeting so that it hits the most targets. Which, for these specifically, I think could be really good. And I'm not gonna lie, the guys that slow down my attack speed absolutely hate them. Didn't really help them, but still hate them. Right. I think this is the area I'm gonna upgrade. Fully upgrade. I already have like one mortar that does that. What do you actually get? Increase the chance of dealing double damage by 65%, or increase the chance to fire 2 projectiles in a row by 65%. Now, depending on how the 2 projectiles target, that could have... okay, we need to get through here immediately. Depending on how those projectiles target, it could lead to wasted projectiles. I'm gonna try it because, well, I can't just, you know, switch. Right, you need to die. Stupid nest. Kill those 2. Where's the other nest? Or is that the one we just destroyed? Okay, those are getting annoying. Turret price to explosion radius up. Not even a question. Otherwise, I started playing Venus Blood Frontier again. Which does have kind of an interesting system going on there, but not sure if I could ever recommend that to people. Probably one of the games you could the least recommend to people if you don't know them. I should play the other Venus Bloods I have as well. I kind of just want to play them in order of release. I'm pretty sure I beat the one already once, but I kind of want to do a reverse route where you go through Valhalla first. And my God, fuck me, it's hard. Like, I'm not even playing on a hard difficulty, I'm just playing on normal, but those 2 absolutely wreck me. Block activity increased, and increased... Of course we have increased humidity, it's literally raining. The worst part is, I can't see shit. Get rid of this. Because fuck that spore block. Exactly because of that. On the other hand, we do have revitalizing energy. Yeah, one of them is gonna get out. I don't think we can do anything about that. Yeah, we don't need to focus that. We should focus that now. And we should focus on getting down there. to get rid of that nest. Guard over here. At least none of my people have died recently. I need more swarmlet. Can we get explosion damage? We need to mine faster. This is a large area though. Honestly. This mine is a lot larger than most I'm used to at this stage. 150. Swarmlet is already done, so I doubt there's gonna be any other big enemies coming in. But yeah, the missing Swarmlet is a problem. The mines are doing just great work though. They're doing amazing work, really. Get rid of that. Dig in through there. Get me rid of that as well. And then we dig down here. As well as through there. Honestly, stop that mining at this point. We just go through the left side for now. Go through here. And then we'll probably have to go through here. As well as through here. I should probably try and make sure I get rid of the eyes before I give them paths of traversal. We need to mine this one ASAP, as well as this one. Ah, shit. Get rid of that. And then we need to retreat. Alright, everybody out. There is you. Well, we're gonna do that later. Get me more explosion radius on my mines. And then you also get more explosion radius. So these guys appear to have a limited range compared to my turrets. Except for maybe the shotgun turrets. Meaning that I'm not actually too concerned about them when they're in the middle. We are below 20%. No, we are not below 20%. We are losing like 0.2% every day. Which is still loss, but not as much loss as we need. Alright. Do this one first. Go down here. Also here. And then we go down through there. Right. Destroy this block. And then one of the green ones is gonna come over here, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Oh, there's a nest. We should get rid of that. Gun 311 turret. Attack range plus 60%. Holy shit. I am probably still not gonna be impressed with you, but I'm gonna give you a chance. Holy shit, they have range. I'll accept that. And just see how it goes with them. Why is this area so big? Also, can those stupid... Can we finally retreat? Thank you. We can upgrade... Actually, we upgrade you to give our big turret more attack speed. I think we should use the synergy between the higher damage, the higher explosion. You know what? Ah, think about it. Give me some damage. Like a little bit. It already basically hits half the map, thanks to its explosion radius. I don't think we lost any health here. No, 20.24. Okay, now we lost. What is it? 0.27. Alright. Get through here. Alright, now all of my dwarfs are quick. I would really love if you could get your upgrade for the double shot. Also, I think we're connecting over here. So, for now, focus down everything here. I have no clue where you are going. But you missed your chance. Destroy this block. I do like to think that we basically just found this jungle planet and thought, yep, would actually be really nifty to have. Like, these things would actually be pretty nifty to have. We should breed some. Alright, so I see that our miners don't actually deal enough damage to kill those things. Get me more attack speed, and then you can get more damage as well. Right, the problem is that even if they deal more damage to the big turrets, the big targets, the big targets are hidden behind the small targets. Alright, mines, do your thing. Boom. Literally the only thing they're supposed to do. Blow up. And that's why I don't like having the mines on the very bottom, because some enemies just... Actually, all enemies have a specific range. I think it's randomized a little bit between specific units, specific enemy entities, but some of them just simply can attack from such a height that you literally cannot prevent them because the mines are too deep. Or too low. You should not go there. We can't mine that. But we can mine those, and we can finally dig further down. Alright. Hurricane turrets. Or more mines. Just blow it up. Yeah, we're probably not gonna blow it up. Alright, everybody leave. This thing is outside, everything else is inside. Get us more monsters move 20% faster. Honestly, before I do anything else, get rid of you, you're not useful. Then more radius on you, and more attack speed. Okay, most on the line was definitely the correct choice. I do wonder what the abductor types do when there are no units to abduct, like if you go for an entirely workerless build. Which you can do, because you can have the drone carriers to carry your minerals, and you can have laser correctors and the mining drill to carry your stuff. Machine gun type turret recharge. Honestly, get me a repair. Alright, down we go. I think I might want to upgrade some of those. Well, first I'm gonna upgrade these to completion. Should have paid attention there. Honestly, don't blow this up, because it's gonna die anyway. To this thing. We can blow up the... oh. I need 5 swarmlet. Okay, the upgrades are a tad expensive, like comparatively to what I knew beforehand for them to cost. Ah, there's swarmlet over there. You are in a really shitty position. Can I tell you that? Thankfully, those don't... because the problem with the fire turrets, with the fire things, is that they panic your workers. And if they don't do that, they're not actually that bad. Hate those slowdowns. $15. What can I do with 15 minerals? Oh, I could get me a bar. Should have probably done it a while ago. Minerals, not like I'm playing StarCraft. Yeah, the lower mines are a problem because they don't necessarily reach. That is exactly the problem. That's why I wish there was an upgrade to increase their enemy recognition radius to their explosion radius. Well, I can't have everything. Right. I should probably get me another... well, get me another bar. As dwarves, we just need to drink more. That's the problem we have. We're not drinking enough. So, one funny thing actually with the dwarves is that the enemies here in the mine, in the jungle biome, I knew you would go there. The enemies in the jungle biome, they always try and go for a block that is close to the end, because they kind of need to, so they can get out. However, we don't really have those except the ones we are currently actively mining. Automatic turret, that I'll take. Because we kind of just blow up everything from the top. Alright, you... double projectile. Right. I don't think there's all too much of a difference between the double damage and the double projectile, because the double projectile just hits twice and deals twice the damage with that. So, I don't think there's too much of a difference. But I kind of think like the double damage might be better. Ooh, close. Get rid of that block. And then we go down. Need to go deeper. Actually, don't need to focus that block. We just want to get it down at some point. Can I? Well, I can get more movement speed. Which, to be fair, is also not too bad. And then we are once again blocked off. Oh, we need to go down there, okay. Focus on this one. Focus through here. Actually, not there. Also, we don't need to go there because we can just do it from the bottom. Right now, I always forget to upgrade those. Well, I couldn't have afforded it anyway. I would like more health. No, more gun damage actually, because that does increases damage at night as well. Get me another lop. I wish the mortars had the enemies that die explode, dealing damage to other enemies. I don't think the damage is gonna be that high. The mines look at this with glee. Yep. Just about as expected. We take a little bit of damage every night, but honestly not that bad that I would be concerned. Like one enemy or two enemies at once. Honestly, you suck. The ones on the bottom. Get out of here. I think that is the location. I think that is the location for the big turret. Block defense down. Get me rid of these two. Alright, more swarmlet, so we can upgrade... No, wait, it needs 6 swarmlet to upgrade one of the synergy turrets. We have increased the block defense. Don't need to go through there. And then we can continue via that. And we can go through that. And now we can all leave. Also, here's one more. We can upgrade you. Nah, it costs 12 iron? Holy shit, those be expensive. So the mines get rid of all of the small shit, and then the big turret... The big turret can already target them. What? That's not bad, but again, I'm still not too impressed by big turret. Anyway, big turret can basically get rid of the singular big targets then. Though I feel like they're gonna need a lot more attack speed. Right. One more iron, one more swarmlet. How do I get there? Wait, do I need to go through the left and then down? That sounds horrible. Destroy this block. More swarmlet. Okay, now we can upgrade you to full. Which is just gonna be attack speed. I just realized it gets some extra. Ooh, they actually look different. That was one of the complaints I had, that they didn't differ when you upgraded them. I don't think I ever voiced it, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one. So next thing I'll upgrade is probably this mine turret to maximum. Get me some damage, and then I want to try this 15 and 3. That's honestly quite a lot. And then I think you need to focus closest to the core. I wish I could... There's a game called Rogue Tower, where you can micromanage your targeting settings of your towers very much. Like, they have 3 targeting options and then they have a weight on these 3 options. And all enemies have a specific weight they get from these options. Like, there is the closest to the core, closest to the tower. There is most shield, most armor, most health, which is basically just 3 different health bars for some reason. And you can micromanage very well what enemy should be hit first, if you actually understand what all of the options do and how to get them to do what you want them to do. Which, comparatively, was not actually that easy. Need to get rid of that. Need to get rid of this block, and this block, and this block, and this block. Oh, there's another nest here. I'm surprised that my guard hasn't died yet. Like, I'm used to my guards just blowing up. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, you're gonna have to free them. And then we can leave. Okay, enemies are weakened. Which is a sentence I really like to hear. Can I upgrade you for dealing double damage by 32%? So you go from 32, if it's multi-additive, then it's 32, 64, 96%. Or attack rate is by 55%. Like, how far can you shoot? Further than I can actually see. Which is not bad, but also probably not needed. Though with a single range upgrade, he can pretty consistently shoot above the laser line. Which does give them a use. As like a... basically like last ditch. Actually, it's not really last ditch if it's at the second line of defense. If only they would fucking hit, holy shit. What is that accuracy? Right, I assume they aim where the enemy would move if it would move at its normal speed, but because of the ray it doesn't move, and so that is kind of moot. Of course, another person got trapped. More Rumlet. Honestly, I'm gonna switch you back to Ion. Can we get this guy out, please? Actually, I think that's 2 guys. Yep, that was 2 guys. Alright, more Ion. The Ion should flow in a lot quicker. The Swarmlet just generally takes a lot more. Alright, blow up everything. And retreat. There's more shit again. 6 and 8. I'm gonna give you 1 range upgrade as well. And then I'm gonna make you focus on bigger targets again. Because the other option is that they are targeting enemies that then just die to the mortar turrets. That is possible. Yeah, I'm thinking we're actually looking kinda good here. I need to fully upgrade 5 turrets. Currently I have fully upgraded 2. You are gonna be the next one, which requires 11 iron. Which is quite the number. I have a feeling we're probably not gonna get there in this mine. I do like when they're just drunk and exploding 4 times as quickly. Right. Turn this off. We are only gonna focus on the stuff on the outside. And then the guard can... Oh, wait. One miner needs to go back in. Brave man. No. I kind of hope that the bars do not target retreated units. How much do they cost? 11. How am I at? 18.34. So from now on, I'm pretty sure I can just blow up my core and be done with it. Alright, okay, we go down. I don't care about those permanent resources. Yeah, they have immense range, and I don't think they're intended to have that much range. That's not bad. Right, otherwise, also, wanted to say, I will probably not stream tomorrow, because I have a feeling I want to play a lot of Deadlock. Tomorrow, the new jar is coming out, either it's Drifter or Victor. And, honestly, I thought about streaming Deadlock, but, and there is the big problem, I suck at the game. Ah, shit, I didn't drill. That was stupid. No, well. I absolutely fucking blow. And... that means it probably wouldn't be all that nice to watch. You retreat, you retreat. Those are the last two. They are now inside the platform, so we can just go ahead and bail. I should probably also start upgrading those. The problem is that they do not increase their strength during the night. So upgrading them at night does nothing. Also, the small shit now survives one of my mortar strikes. However, I don't really care because it's AoE. Like, they're gonna die at some point. Can we focus this guy and this guy? Actually, we probably shouldn't. No? Save the miner. What do you do? Spawns the... you just spawn, dude. Okay. So... the one qualification, which is the... this one. I'm pretty sure I'm done. Bit of a sneeze there. I hate having those. It's not even spring, like, it's not even hay fever. God fucking damn it, can you stop? Alright. Stupid jelly blocks. Get rid of that eye. And we go through the rate. Alright, we can upgrade, no, not destroy, upgrade you to explode. Enemy exploder. And then we're just gonna start upgrading you. They are actually rather cheap, like that's a total of 5. Like, with the exception of Frost Square, that's 5 and 6. We're gonna put you back on Swarmlet because I think we're gonna need it. I have a feeling we're gonna need that Swarmlet. Alright, everybody back. But yeah, I was thinking of not playing tomorrow because I have this problem that I'm really excited for Dungeon Warfare 3. So I don't feel like playing anything else, and I honestly kind of just stream whenever I feel like it. Like, I don't have a fixed schedule. To be fair, most of the time, just because of how my work pans out, it's gonna be at around the same time that I stream. But, again, it's not a fixed schedule. This held a lot longer than I thought it would. No Terrorboars on the mine tonight. Holy shit, that's some of the best news I've heard all day. To be fair, the day just started, so shouldn't be too surprising, but still. Definitely news I like to hear. And I'm sure my workers agree. We need to get rid of that nest. Just immediately. 10 and 6. So 4 and 3 are required. This thing needs to die. Like, the small green ones I don't really care about, but the big red ones, they scary. And night enemy damage, billing price, night enemy damage. The night enemy damage again scales very well with the shield ray turrets. I'm still surprised you haven't died once. I don't really care. Actually, how many turrets have I fully upgraded? I have upgraded you. To be fair, only the last upgrade actually has a visual differentiation. But now, I have one synergy turret, one mortar turret, one big turret, one shield ray turret, and then the mine will be the last hell upgrade. One of my miners got caught in jelly again. The shield ray turret holds a lot longer than I thought it would. How much health do you have? 902, so you're not quite doubled. How much is this per 30? So it's a total of 90% extra. Which does apparently make quite the difference. Okay, so the explosion radius I don't think is that great. Attack radius, block. Right, it doesn't say what range it is. In that case, I'm honestly gonna take the projectile pierce. Right. Get the boy out, if you please. And we're just gonna go through here. 12 and 4. How much do you cost to upgrade? 15 and 3. So, I have a feeling that the explosion weapons cost more minerals to just upgrade, while the energy type weapons cost more swarmlet to upgrade. And I feel that that's honestly just a feeling though, because nothing's proven in that regard. I have a feeling that the... Yeah, I wanted to get him out. Oh well. I have a feeling that the... the gun weapons probably have a balance of the two. I haven't paid attention to that yet, so I couldn't say. Alright, everybody out. We will upgrade you to maximum. We will upgrade you to maximum. And this should actually just help even in the night, because it's the respawn one after 30 seconds. The problem is I don't think we'll last 30 seconds, so I'm pretty sure the second shield ray will not last 30 seconds. So I am unsure of how good this is. You'd probably have to have a good amount of shield rays just beneath each other. Yeah, no shot this holds 30 seconds. It didn't even hold 10, it barely held 5. To be fair, I'm playing on more speed, so... And looking at the respawn there, it held for about half the time it needed to. So if we just upgrade this one as well, we would have been fine actually, I'm pretty sure. I don't need to focus up. Kill this thing. And we can go through here. I need... Okay, switch back to Swarmlet, because we're gonna need some of that as well. You guard will be over there. There's another nest. There's another nest. Oh wait. We're done. That should be both qualifications done. Like, these take longer and longer. So much so that I won't start a second one. Qualifications, both done. Perfect. And we get the Void Wheel Turret. The Void Wheel Turret is similar to the Shield Ray, that it basically doesn't have an attack speed, it just goes back and forth and hits enemies it goes through. There's actually another one, which is the... I forgot what it's called, but it's basically just a laser straight ahead to the other wall, and anything that flies through gets damaged. Worker hiding is accelerated. Right, that's fine. Right, so what I'm gonna do is check what qualifications am I still missing. 15 miners and no factories, which those two kind of synergize relatively well, because it means that you need more workers anyway, and you don't have waste slots on the mines. Now, department. We have the Void Wheel. What do we have here? That's cloning. Oh well, necromancy, rather. Overdrive. Speeds up all turrets for 2 Swarmlet. For the next current night by 20, each building works independently. Interesting. Overly dramatic solutions. What is this? Active data mine launches a drone which will attack enemies in the mine. Each building has can increase the number of drones by 1. Interesting. Chaotic optimization. I do kind of like the harpoon. I'm gonna go with that. But that is for next time. For now, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a nice Thursday tomorrow, because as mentioned, I'm not sure I'll be here. And otherwise, I hope you have a nice weekend. Depending on whether I'll stream on Friday, which I absolutely... Okay, that is kind of dependent on when the game releases, like what time. And otherwise, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see. For now, goodbye.